Syrmia is a fertile region of the Pannonian Plain and Europe, which lies between the Danube and Sava rivers. The majority of Syrmia is located in the Srem and South Bačka districts of the Autonomous Province of Vojvodina in Serbia. A smaller area around Novi Beograd, Zemun, and Surčin belongs to the City of Belgrade. The remaining part of Syrmia is in Vukovar-Srijem County, Croatia. Governance. Over centuries, Syrmia has been ruled by many different entities. These include the Roman Empire, the Hun Empire, the Ostrogothic Kingdom, the Gepid Kingdom, the Lombard State, the Byzantine Empire, the Avar Khaganate, the Frankish Empire, the Bulgarian Empire, Pannonian Croatia, the Kingdom of Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, the Habsburg Monarchy, the Austrian Empire, Austria-Hungary, the State of Slovenes, Croats and Serbs, the Kingdom of Serbia, the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes, the Kingdom of Yugoslavia, and the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. In 1945, on the advice of the ILAS Commission, the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia assigned the eastern part of Syrmia to the Federated Republic of Serbia and the western part to the Federated Republic of Croatia. The westernmost part of Syrmia is in eastern Croatia in Vukovar-Srijem, while the majority of Syrmia is part of Republic of Serbia. Etymology. The word Syrmia is derived from the ancient city of Sirmium. Sirmium was an Celtic or Illyrian town founded in the 3rd century BC. Srem and Srijem are used in contemporary Standard Croatian language to designate the region of Syrmia. Other names for the region include Latin, Syrmia, Sirmium, German, Simian, Hungarian, Srem, Srg or Srem, Slovak, Srem, Russian, Turkish, Syrian, Ukrainian also or French, Syrmi, Italian, Syrmia, Greek, Syrmia, Sigma Upsilon Rho Iota Alpha. History. Prehistory. Between 3000 BC and 2400 BC, Syrmia was at the center of Indo-European Vucedal culture. Roman-era Sirmium was conquered by Romans in the 1st century BC and became the economic and political capital of Pannonia. In 06 AD, there was an uprising of the indigenous peoples against Roman rule. However, 10 later Roman emperors were born in Sirmium and nearby. They included Herennius Etruscus, Hostilian, Decius Trajan, Claudius II, Quintilius, Aurelian, Probus Maximianus Herculius, Constantius II and Gratian. These emperors were mostly Romanized Illyrians. Byzantine era. In the 6th century AD, Pannonia was a province of the Byzantine Empire. Through vassal arrangements, Syrmia fell under control of various rulers. In the 7th century AD, the ruler of Syrmia was Kuba, a Bulgar leader, who was a vassal of the Avars. In the early 9th century AD, Syrmia was part of the Slavic state of Pannonian Croatia. The ruler, Prince Ludovic Posavsky, lost control to the Franks. In 827 AD the Bulgars returned and continued to rule after a peace treaty in 845 AD. In the 11th century, the ruler of Syrmia was Duke Zemun, vassal of the Bulgarian Emperor Samuil. There had been Bulgar resistance to Byzantine rule. This collapsed and Zemun, who refused to capitulate, was captured and killed by Constantine Diogenes. A new but ultimately short-lived area of governance named the Tamur of Sirmium was established. It included the region of Syrmia and what is now Makva. Middle Ages. In the 12th century, the region was controlled by the Kingdom of Hungary. On 3 March 1229, the acquisition of Syrmia was confirmed by papal bull. Pope Gregory IX wrote, Seror Regis Ungari Terram, Ulterior Syrmia. In 1231, the Duke of Syrmia was Gilitas. In the 1200s, the territory around Syrmia was divided into 2 counties, Syrmia in the east and Vukovar in the west. In the 13th century, between 1282 and 1316, Syrmia was ruled by Stefan Dragutin of Serbia. Initially, Dragutin was a vassal of Hungary but later ruled independently. Dragutin died in 1316, and was succeeded by his son, Stefan Vladislav II. In 1324, Vladislav II was defeated by Stefan Duros III Dekanski of Russia. Lower Syrmia became the subject of dispute between the kingdoms of Russia and Hungary. In 1404, Sigismund, Holy Roman Emperor, ceded part of Syrmia to Stefan Lazarevich of Serbia and then to Turad Branković. From 1459, the Hungarian kings endorsed the House of Branković and later, the Berislavici I Grabarski family as the titular heads of the Serbian Despotate of which Syrmia was a part. They resided in Kupinik. The local rulers included Vuk Grigorevich, Thord Branković, Jovan Branković, Ivanis Berislavic, and Stepan Berislavic. In 1522, the last of the titular Serbian despots in Syrmia, Stepan Berislavic, moved to Slavonia ahead of invading Ottoman forces. Another important local governor was Lawrence of Ilic, Duke of Syrmia, who reigned over large parts of the region from Ilic. Early modern period. In 1521, parts of Syrmia fell to the Ottomans and by 1538, the entire region was under Ottoman control. Between 1527 and 1530, Radoslav Selnik ruled Syrmia as an Ottoman vassal. The area of Ottoman administration in Syrmia was known as the Sanjak of Syrmia. In 1699, the Habsburg monarchy took Syrmia from the Ottomans as part of the Treaty of Karlowitz. Until the Treaty of Passarowitz at the finish of the Austro-Turkish War of 1716–18, Syrmia was part of the Habsburg military frontier. In 1745, the county of Syrmia was established as part of the Habsburgs' Kingdom of Slavonia. 19th century. In 1807, the Tikins Rebellion, a Syrmian peasant uprising, occurred on Ruma estate and in the village of Voganj in Ilic estate. In 1848 and 1849, most of Syrmia was part of the Serbian voivodeship, a Serb autonomous region within the Austrian Empire. From 1849 and 1860, northern Syrmia including Ilic and Ruma were part of the voivodeship of Serbia and Tarmis Banat. After 1860, the county of Syrmia was re-established and returned to the Kingdom of Slavonia. In 1868, the Kingdom of Slavonia became part of Croatia. Slavonia in the Kingdom of Hungary. Recent history. On 29 October 1918, Syrmia became a part of the newly independent state of Slovenes, Croats and Serbs. On 24 November 1918, the Assembly of Syrmia proclaimed the unification of Serb-populated parts of Syrmia with the Kingdom of Serbia. However, from 1 December 1918, all of Syrmia was made a part of the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes. From 1918 to 1922, Syrmia remained within the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes, and from 1922 to 1929, Syrmia was a province. In 1929, after a new territorial division, Syrmia was divided between Danube-Banovina and Drina-Banovina in the Kingdom of Yugoslavia, and in 1931, it was divided between Danube-Banovina and Sava-Banovina. In 1939, the western part of Syrmia was included into the newly formed Banovina of Croatia. In 1941, Syrmia was occupied by the World War II Axis powers and its entire territory was ceded to the independent state of Croatia. In 1945, with the creation of new borders, eastern Syrmia became part of Vojvodina, while western Syrmia became part of Croatia. In 1991, Croatia declared its independence. Serbs in western Syrmia declared an autonomous autonomous region called the Serbian Autonomous Region of Eastern Slavonia, Baranya and Western Syrmia. This region was one of the two Serbian autonomous regions that formed the Republic of Serbia and Krajina. The autonomous regions lasted until 1995. Demographics. In 2002, the population of Syrmia in Serbia was 790,697. 668,745 were Serb. In 2001, the population of the Croatian Vukovar-Srijem County was 204,768. The census showed 160,277 Croats, 31,644 Serbs, 2,047 Hungarians, 1,796 Russians, 1,338 Slovaks. Geography. Borders. The present international border of the region of Syrmia was drawn in 1945 by the Thilas Commission. It divided the Yugoslav Constituent Republic of Croatia and the Autonomous Province of Vojvodina, itself part of Serbia, within Yugoslavia. Milovan Thilas, a Montenegrin and then a confidant of Josip Broz Tito, drew the border according to demographic criteria, which explains why the Croatian town of Inik on the Danube, with a Croat majority, lies east of Sid in Serbia, with a Serb majority. The border drawn in 1945 was very similar to the 1931 to 1939 border between the Danube Banovina and the Sava Banovina within the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. Bordering regions: Bačka to the north, Banat to the east, Šumadija the southeast, Magva to the south, Sembria to the southwest, Slavonia to the west. The border between Syrmia and Slavonia is unclear. It runs approximately along a line through Vukovar, Vinkovci, and Županja, or it follows the Bosit, Baraga and Vuka rivers. Cities. List of cities in Syrmia: Serbia, Belgrade City Region, Novi Beograd, Zemun, Batajnica, Surčin, Banovci, Vojvodina, Sremska Mitrovica, Ruma, India, Stara Pazova, Sid, Petrovaradin, Sremska Kamienica, Sremski Karlovci, Biosina, Ig. Croatia, Vinkovci, Vukovar, Županja, Ilik, Petrovaradin, Sremska Kamienica, Sremski Karlovci and Biosina, geographically located in Syrmia, but they are part of South Bačka district. Municipalities. Municipalities in Serbian Syrmia: Sid, Sremska Mitrovica, Ig. Ruma, India, Stara Pazova, Pasinci, Novi Beograd, Zemun, Surčin, Sremski Karlovci, Petrovaradin, Biosina. The Syrmian villages of Nestin and Viziga, part of the municipality of Bačka Palanka, the main part of which is in Bačka. Several settlements that are part of the municipality of Sremska Mitrovica are located in Syrmia in Makva. Municipalities and villages in Croatian Syrmia: Vukovar, Ilik, Vinkovci, Županja, Otok, Trapinja, Borovo, Tordamci, Markasica, Jarmina, Ivankovo, Vodamci, Stari Makanovci, Bibina Grada, Cerna, Grade East, Andriasevci, Privlaka, Bosniaci, Drenovci, Gunja, Vrbanja, Nijeci, Tovarnik, Lovers, Tompovci, Stari Yankovci, Negoslavci, Bogdanovci, Nostar. Mountains. Syrmia's principal mountain is Fruška Gora. Its highest peak is Crveni Kot at 539 meters.